Hello and welcome back to my channel on October 1st, 2022. Yesterday somebody told me they only had sound from one channel, like one ear if you use headphones. I'm hoping that is fixed now. Tell me if that is still a problem or is everything working, in which case I have the setup completed and I am ready to video blog in earnest. Oh, just one more thing. I want to demonstrate that I can actually walk away from the camera and talk. Isn't that amazing? Let's see. Put it down on the floor here, and then I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. There. I should have just as good sound as when I'm holding the camera. So, have this ability to even film myself. That's how powerful this little equipment is. So I should be all ready to make this channel what it can be. What I can put into it. Which primarily, of course, will be me talking. And today, let's talk about energy. Because this is not a normie channel on that either. It's a different voice, different perspective than the mainstream is going to tell you. In the mainstream, hope springs eternal. That we can get through this recession that's looming right now. That we can just raise interest rates or something to fight inflation. Everything's gonna be fine. And there's nothing special about this time we're going through right now. That's not what I think. Because I have been reading Gail Tverberg for 10 years. Of course, if you want the expert opinion, go read her yourself. I'm just one of her readers. So I can only relate a less informed version. But here's how I understand it. I think we reached the point where there's not enough net energy per capita in our energy sources. There's not enough to keep the system together anymore. So what we're seeing now is a decomplexification. The loss of complexity. The loss of globalization. And we needed that globalization to get the technological goods that we enjoy. And that we depend on. That we critically depend on. Since we're too many people for anything less. But I want to explain why I believe she's right. What the normies don't get And the most succinct statement of that is they think prices will go up when something is scarce, and then, well, when specifically oil and energy is scarce. Prices will go up, and then we get it anyway. And this is where they go wrong. So how to make that intuitive? Let's think about interest rates now. They go up, right? So it's harder to borrow money. Money is created by loans, right? You can get a loan if you have a reasonable chance of paying it back. And how do you pay it back? You have to earn something, right? And how do you earn something? That's all fueled by energy. Energy is the ability to do work. So when interest rates go up, the prices of things go down because there will be less money with which to buy it. Things like houses, that's really no problem. They will be there. And if the owners have to sell, they have to sell. Someone will buy. Okay, fine. But we can't eat houses. We can't maintain them. We can't live unless we also have energy to make the goods that go into maintaining everything and building new stuff. And where do we get that from? To get that, you need investments in things like new oil wells, or solar panels, or wind, if you believe in that. Whatever. It needs investments, right? And that investment is also being cut short by these higher interest rates. When it's no longer profitable to make these things, they can't be made. You can't build new houses either. You can sell the existing houses that we have to somebody else with less money. But you can't build new ones. You can't build the stuff we need, the factories, the oil wells, the nuclear power plants, whatever you thought you were going to get in the future. It's not going to get built. It's going away. I just read a few days ago, aluminium production in Europe was now 50% less or something than a few years ago, and they're still going to cut down more. This is important enough to get noticed, but people don't seem to be worried. Because they think it can all just come back when we need it. But if Gail is right, then it's not coming back. It's going away. Everything is going away. So check her out to see for yourself and prove me wrong if you want. But I don't think I'm wrong. I think she got it right. I think she has the right idea, unlike the mainstream. So we're gonna follow along with as far as we can on this channel to see what happens. If you want a voice that's not the normie voice on that as well as sexuality, And probably you don't want that voice because you want to believe that everything's going to be okay. But if you convince yourself that this is true anyway, then you have to come to terms with it somehow. And that's where we can come together and think about it. And we can also see the positive side on this. On the bright side, feminism is going away too. They are dependent on this energy too. They are going to not have the means to enforce their sex laws anymore and make new, ever more draconian sex laws. That's going to have to end. They're going to have to, well, suffer. So are we finally seeing the start of real suffering now? Or is this just another recession that can be fixed? That's one of the things I plan to be covering on this channel.